Today, Precarious plays Metroid Prime 2 Echoes.
These are military grade, I'll have you know.
She says about her arms.
I like playing this game with you because I find it fun to speculate about Samus as a person, and Samus feels much more like a whole person in these games than other games.
Yeah, I just want to point out how nicely elegant this is. So you have to blow up a little brick here to get through, and then you have to go all the way around, like through the top portion, right? Oh, this one is giving me a fit. And then you have to blow up another little brick to get out over here, and then that clears the path through. That's slick. Whoops, got too close to that door, it's fine.
You know, I am missing the greenery of Metroid Prime.
We've seen some. There's some around.
That's like saying, like, oh, look, I live around lots of plants, and it's like you go to an apartment in a concrete city, and like, I have lots of plants, and it's like 5 ferns. It's like, that's not, no, absolutely not.
This one, I am now realizing it is more industrial than the original.
Which I don't mind, but I do miss the more, no.
Can't scan those?
Sorry, those were bugs, and fast bugs are gross. Slow bugs, nice bugs. Fast bugs, bad bugs. Bite bugs, also bad bugs. Sting bugs, also not nice bugs.
Oh no, I got it.
I hated those cameras.
Those aren't cameras. It's a weird camera.
Well,
I mean, I guess
they have to be able to see you to target you.
That's true. I guess every gun turret is implicitly also a camera.
Maybe I have something against cameras, okay?
Me too, man.
Like, I try to be okay, but you know, getting photographed just sucks.
Because then they have a piece of the truth of you.
Yeah.
That you don't photograph well.
Out of context. Yeah. That's what I think I hate most about photographs.
Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Who dat? Oh, it's us. It me. Oh no. You know, I did not intend for that to line up so well with what I was saying previously about photographs.
Okay, are you ready to fight us?
A snapshot of you out of context? Yeah. Sure. I'm ready to fight this reproduction model. Ew. Spooky. Do you remember the Sarah Connor Chronicles?
I do.
Do you remember the actress that plays River's real name? From
Summer Glau.
Summer Glau.
I think.
My God, I have never seen a person with that level of acting control over their entire body, and boy howdy, what a fantastic Terminator walk. I will never forget how good that walk was.
Yeah.
That was the best part of that entire series. I don't remember anything about it.
I do. I think that it had like a pretty strong start. And then I think it got a little shaky towards the end, but I think that that's mainly because like they had to wrap it up unexpectedly, you know?
Yeah, I really wish that... I wish we lived in a world where media could get made in a different way. You know? Like, especially...
Well, it can, but it has to be a more conservative production.
Yeah, and I don't appreciate that. Although I think they could have done it with Terminator. I mean, that's not super, like...
I don't know. Weren't there some scenes where it's like... This is somebody's interior and it's all fancy machines?
I don't remember that very well. What I remember being the most impactful was really meat suits on camera. Like, I know it was like a sci-fi show, but it reminds me of Star Trek, where it's like, really the best parts have less special effects, mostly, you know? They have more practical effects, which can get pricey too, don't get me wrong, but... Wow, we're very strong. We should be friends.
I think so too. I think it says a lot that, like, 3 of the most interesting characters in Metroid are Samus.
Yeah.
So I'm about to explode!
Why can't we be friends? Oh, I'm sorry. Whoa. Oh? Okay. What?
Don't worry, she gets better.
I'm sorry, I just watched somebody get vaporized. You're like, they recover. I'm like, how though? Do we just put all the specs back together?
What if I were to tell you... Phazon! What if I were to tell you that that is not the first time we've fought that individual?
Okay, but... What do you mean?
That's not the first time we fought that person.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't mean... Yes, we briefly came into contact with them during the introduction to the game, but that's not what I'm talking about either.
What are you talking about?
It's a secret.
Oh my god, then why are you talking about it?
To be a scamp, to be tantalizing. So, I like this a lot. This is one of the reasons why, of the 3, I think Echoes is actually my favorite of the Metroid Prime trilogy.
Purple.
It's because it feels like, in many ways, Metroid Prime feels a little bit like, oh, well, Super Metroid, but 3D, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This, though, this just feels new, you know? So much of Echoes is just wildly creative, and it acts as a jumping off point from anything that came before it in the franchise.
What does this do?
It's the Dark Beam. So mechanically, I know what I just said, where it's it's all brand new. Mechanically, it's roughly parallels the Ice Beam. Like it has a slowing effect, if I remember correctly.
Interesting.
Hold on. Here, let me. I can read you. I can read all about it, and I think Samus's own words. Dark Beam.
I want a holographic display immediately.
The Dark Beam fires blasts of shadow energy. Shots fired can hinder enemies and objects as well. Samus's notes. When out of dark ammo, you can charge the Dark Beam to fire a normal shot. Fire the Dark Beam to deactivate crystals. Dark Beam blasts have limited effect on Ing and dark creatures. Take several hits with the Dark Beam to hinder enemies and enshroud objects with dark matter. Charge the Dark Beam to fire an Entangler blast. Enemies struck by this blast will be enveloped in shadow tendrils for a few moments, unable to move or fire. The Entangler costs 5 dark ammo to fire. So, It's this slow-moving lobber that deals, I think, higher than usual damage and has all of these environmental implications because of like how it interacts with light aspected things. Metroids are not pets, it says. So you'll also notice that we've got an ammo meter on the right side of the screen there, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't, I gotta say that it doesn't quite come into its own until you got the matching beam, or its inverse counterpart. This probably isn't like this isn't gonna blow your mind, but you can get a light beam as well.
Yeah, mine is roughly the same. Yes.
Mind intact. And if I recall correctly, slaying things with a light beam generates dark ammo.
Oh, interesting.
And then slaying things with it. Oh, yeesh. I didn't remember it being that effective.
Pop.
So really it's like we gotta get a matched set, and then they funnel into one another.
I mean, it's almost like you have to balance light and dark energy.
Ooh. Whoa. Just a couple regular shots will do it too.
Okay, we're done.